Over the 4 years that we've been doing the Sonic Boomers, I've had a few people say to me, gee, I think I'd like to do a podcast too. That looks like fun. Yes, it is, and it's also a lot of hard work, and that's what I want to talk to you about. First of all, you need to understand what a podcast really is. And I think it's best defined as an audio-only episodic series, often but not always focusing on a particular topic. Now, podcasts can really focus on anything that you could imagine, from politics to current events to true crime to ice fishing. Why are you doing a podcast? Is it to promote your personal brand? Is it to promote your car washing business? Is it to promote yourself as an expert in some particular niche or field? Or are you doing it just the way Maureen and I do it, just for the hell of it, just for fun? They are all valid reasons, by the way. But before you buy any equipment, you need to settle on some things. First of all, you need to settle on what is the scope of your podcast. What are you going to be talking about? And are you going to be a single host, or is somebody going to host the show with you, or are you going to have a round table of hosts? And in any of these cases, beyond yourself, are the other hosts really worthy of being behind that microphone? Do you have a chemistry? What is the title of your podcast? It helps to have a unique title that nobody else has. I can tell you from experience, easier said than done. If you come up with an idea for a podcast title, you may very well find that there are 5 other podcasts with the same name. Is there enough material to sustain your podcast over time? Surely you can talk on and on about true crime or about politics or about news, but try sustaining a show talking about ice fishing or collecting bow ties. How often do you intend to put up a new episode? Daily? Weekly? Monthly? In my own experience, I think that anything less than bi-weekly is an exercise in folly. We have found in the Sonic Boomers, when we go more than 2 weeks, we start to lose audience. And putting up a show every 2 weeks is a challenge. Putting it up weekly is a bigger challenge. And putting it up on a daily basis makes you wonder why you didn't get your head examined. Building an audience is something that is accomplished through multiple episodes over time, posted on a reliable schedule. I cannot stress enough how important a reliable schedule is. That has been one of the biggest challenges for Maureen and me. If you tell your audience that we're going to have a new show up for you every Monday morning at 9 a.m., then you better have a new show up there every morning at 9 a.m. Violate that principle too often, and your audience is gone. It is very easy to blow off an audience. Hard to build one, but they can be gone in the drop of a hat. So what kind of skills do you need to do a podcast? Well, obviously not many, because here I am. The most crucial skill is your ability to talk about something for many minutes at a time and doing it on a repetitive basis. You don't have to be an expert on your topic. It helps, but you need not be an expert. You do need to be passionate about it. You know, Home Shopping Channel used to have an audition. When somebody would come in and say that they wanted to be a host, they'd do an audition and they would hand that person a pencil and they would say to them, sell it. Pretend you're on TV selling the pencil. Give me 5 minutes on why this pencil is so good, why it's better than other pencils, and why you out there, the TV viewer, why you simply have to have one. Think about that challenge every time that you go to record your podcast. I told you, podcasting is fun, but it's also hard work and commitment. And you're going to do a lot of preparation and a lot of planning over and over and over again. Globally, as of this year, there are over 5 million podcasts out there and 70 million episodes among them. And as of right now, there are 464 million podcast listeners. That number is expected to go to 504 million by the end of this year. So the competition for people's ears and their time is very, very cutthroat. And so you have to ask yourself, why would any one of these people want to listen to what I'm putting out there? And that, my friend, is the hardest part of podcasting.